If you guys are looking to buy or sell any of your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins in preparation for Team of the Season, check out u4gm.com and use code ELITE at checkout. Our pack luck during Team of the Year was no good. Hopefully this year during Team of the Season, it's better. Community Tots pack, Tavernier. Not exactly the greatest pull. He only goes for 40k. On to the next one. The only amazing player that we could get out of this pack is Javi Simons. And we didn't get him. But Kudus might be usable. He does have all stats 78 and above, 5 stats 85 and above. 3-star weak foot isn't great, but he does have 4-star skills and 96 pace. I guess it could have been worse. Let me know what you guys ended up getting in your community Tots pack and your Eredivisie Tots pack in a comment down below. And let's hop in to some of the investments that we are going to make today, as well as a leaked Team of the Season. It's Team of the Season Premier League coming on Friday, and we already have a lot of the cards that are leaked into the promo, but on top of that, we have a couple of the SBCs that are going to be coming in the next week or so, and we have a few flashback SBCs to show you, as well as Team of the Season moments and Team of the Season SBCs in general. There's a lot of player SBCs coming. We're going to go through all of them. But before we do that, let's go over all of the content we got in the last couple of days. And of course, we did get that guaranteed Tots Community and Eredivisie pack. And with that being said, those 83s and 84 rated cards, in fact, 82s even got off the ground a little bit because of this SBC. And what was surprising to me is that these SBCs didn't require that high of a rating. Now, I didn't expect the Eredivisie Tots upgrade to need like an 86 or an 87 rated squad. I expected that to be down at 83 or 84 like it was, but the Community Tots upgrade was also just an 84 rating, which was surprising. Now, obviously, the pack weight is very nerfed for any good cards, so most of us probably ended up with some guys that really aren't that great or that expensive, but they only made it 84 rating. And since they're requiring a Team of the Season card in that pack, well, I think that they're going to probably keep that trend going throughout the entirety of the year. However, if they're only going to require an 84 rating and it's going to have a guaranteed Tots requirement to it, that Team of the Season is always going to be like at least 87, 88 rated, which means that the rest of the team can be lower than 84 rated. So a bunch of 83s. And that's why we saw the 83 rated cards that we invested in went up from about 800 to 1,000 coins, whatever you invested in. And now they're up at about 2.4 thousand coins, as you guys can see right below my camera there. They're at 2.4, 2.5k. Those cards have gone up a significant amount in comparison to any other rating, but as you guys can also see, the 84s are up over 1,000 coins. They were at 2.8, 2.9. Now they are up to 4.2k. The rest of the ratings, 85s, they're the same price. We've invested in some 85s for about 8.3. They're still about 8.3 to 8.5k. 86s have come down if you invested in them. 87s are down a little bit. 88s are down a little bit. And we also invested in some 91s at 42k. Those haven't risen yet either. So it's only the low budget cards that have gone up so far. And I think it's safe to hold any of the other fodder cards that you have. However, I don't think it's the best investment at the current time. We made some investments. We're going to hold those, but I think there's some better ideas as we move forward that might be a little bit more low budget, not necessarily fodder ratings, but fodder cards in particular, because what we saw was an Eredivisie SBC, and I think it's on here somewhere, Eredivisie SBC that has, there it is, Eredivisie Final. Gives you 5 Netherlands gold rare players. It is repeatable, and it's repeatable every 12 hours or 24 hours. I can't remember, but it is repeatable every day at least. And with that being said, you do get that 5 Netherlands gold rare player pack. So a lot of these low budget cards right here going up in price, but also for those daily SBCs. We saw the winger cards went up in price a ton because of the SBC that dropped yesterday on May 2nd, I think it was. And so let me go ahead and show you guys my transfer list and show you what I'm talking about. A lot of these winger cards from good nations, good leagues have gone up in price a lot. So take a look at the transfer list here, and I got a Pedro Porro card to sell for 3.1K just from position changing him from right back to right mid. Now, of course, it shows right wing back here because that's his default position, but when I sold him, he was a right mid. And so a lot of these guys, Zaccagni is a non-rare left wing. He went up to 2.9 thousand coins, and I sold him. Madueke, this card obviously went out of packs recently as he got a transfer to Chelsea, but that card spiked up to 8.2 thousand coins. Vitolo at 1.6, etc. Alvaro Garcia 2.2, Saponara 1.8. All of these winger cards from good nations, good leagues went up in price because of those specific SBCs that they're dropping every single day. This is not the last time this is going to happen. I think it's going to happen several times during team of the season. Sometimes maybe right backs and left backs will go up more. Sometimes center mids will go up a little more. A lot of times, though, it is those wingers from good nations that go up. So those investments, when they're at discard price, are brilliant. And all you have to do is be patient and wait for one of those good SBCs to come out at content time, and they will spike up. Sometimes they go from 400, 500 coins, 800 coins, and they go all the way to 6, 7K. Some of them go extinct. Now, they haven't yet, but it wouldn't be a huge surprise to me if a really good SBC that gave like a 50K pack came out and some of these cards went up all the way to 10,000 coins or went extinct at 8,000 coins, whatever their price range is set at. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of these leaked cards now, and I'm going to show you guys a few of them as well. So let's start out with one of the cards that might affect our investment in Ake. Now, as you guys can see, I've got like 7 or 8 of him right now, and I got him for 190 to 195K. We bought him back when he dropped due to the first 5 Netherlands player pack that came into an SBC. And this card right here, Laporte, is also a center back from Manchester City in the Premier League. So this card could actually affect Ake's price, and not in a good way. Now, this got leaked about 11 hours ago, and Ake's card has actually still been rising. It did take a little bit of a drop when this got leaked immediately, but overall, it's still been going up. And since it's still going up, I think it might be a safe time to sell, because if this SBC for Laporte comes out, this Ake card at 250K, we're already making about 50,000 coins a card on this. I think it'd be getting greedy, especially knowing that Premier League Tots is about to come out and Ruben Diaz's SBC is going to come out. To sell this Ake right now, I think we should sell that Ake. It'd be greedy to hold on to him, I should say. So I think we'll probably sell. I don't know what's going to happen with this card on Friday. I really don't know what's going to happen. Now, a lot of people have, tweeted at me saying they reckon he'll still continue rising because he gets linked to all those Premier League cards. And that does make sense. But just with that Ruben Diaz SBC leak, it makes me a little bit nervous with this Ake card. And when you've made 50K per card, I think it is time to move on to that next investment, despite the fact that there is a good chance that he could still rise over time. But I'm probably going to be selling that one tonight. Now, that's not the only leaked SBC, because we have Kai Havertz also coming as a squad building challenge. And this card could be very, very usable for a lot of people's Premier League teams. But I'll tell you what, I feel like we are seeing the exact same kind of card drop in SBCs a lot, even in the icon SBCs, despite the fact that we've gotten some really good ones like Ashley Cole and Hugo Sanchez during Team of the Year. We got Roy Keane. We got Javi Alonso. These are all good SBCs. They're all usable cards, but it makes me feel like there is a very easy way to get a good team in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team and almost no way to get an elite team. I mean, I feel like every SBC that has dropped since January, they haven't really improved upon. They continue to drop with very similar stats. They've all had weak foot boosts since January, and especially since Foot Birthday. And it's just getting a little bit repetitive. I'm hoping that as we go through Team of the Season, some of these SBCs are a little bit more elite. And even if that costs more on the SBC and it takes more fodder and it costs more overall, that's okay, as long as we can build towards that, because I just don't know how many people are actually going to throw Havertz into their team over somebody they already have. Does he fit in? Yeah. Is he good enough to start? Yeah. But is he actually better than the guys we already have in our teams? Maybe not. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like that it's getting very, very difficult for us to go out and do all these SBCs, and it adds depth to our club, but do they actually get into the starting 11 or improve our starting 11 at all? So I don't know. Let me know down below what your guys' thoughts on that are. Next up, we've got Allison, who's coming as a team of the season leak, but that's not the only leak we have. We also have Martin Odegaard, and a lot of these guys are going to be expected because it's probably who we voted on, but Odegaard's coming as an SBC. Erling Haaland, I mean, I guess you could not really argue that one. I think we all saw that coming. Rashford's coming as a team of the season. That's well-deserved, and that'll be an expensive card, of course. Bukayo Saka is going to round out that forward lineup there as another really good card. And I feel like he's going to be really, really good to use because if he gets these kind of stat boosts, he already is that type of player that's going to be super agile and great balance. So I think he's going to be really fun to use. Next up, we got De Bruyne, always amazing. His card, all stats 80 and above, 99 passing probably. Now, of course, all these stats are predictions, but they are normally very, very close to what they end up being. Then we've got Kieran Trippier. His card is going to have over 90 pace most likely, and this is going to be a really, really good card if you add, maybe a shadow to it to get him to like close to 99 pace. He'll be a very elite right back card. Then as we scroll down, we also, I think that is it, actually. I thought we had a couple more leaks for this team of the season, but I guess not quite. So that is going to be it for the Tots cards that are leaked into packs. We'll have a couple more over the next 24 hours, and you can check my Twitter, and I'll retweet those as well. Link down below. I did mention this one in the last video, but we'll bring it back. Ollie Watkins is going to come as an SBC or an objective during Team of the Season. And then we're also going to have Alan St. Maximin come as a squad building challenge. And this is a card that is definitely going to move the fodder market up. Everybody's going to want to do this card. Everybody's going to be crafting it. And I am going to be very surprised if it is not one of those kind of cards that completely take over the weekend league teams, because I feel like he's going to be the next Al Owairan that we see in every single squad. So that is all of the leaked cards coming to the game on Friday, or for some of the SBCs, maybe throughout the week. Now let's take a look at the Community Tots and the Eredivisie team of the season. And we already talked about Ake, but are these cards going to rise out of packs? That is the question. And I think the answer is yes and no. It might be no first and then yes later. And for example, if we take a look at the Eredivisie team of the season here, and we look at some of these cards like Bergwijn, who's 68K right now. Remember that one? Gertruida, who's a really good card, it seems. Maybe a good one out of packs. A couple of these guys are solid, and of course, Javi Simons is the most expensive card, and he's risen a lot while he's been in packs. He's gone up from 700K after those Dutch cards dropped, and a lot of these guys have been kind of on their way up ever since they crashed because of the 5 Dutch card SBC that was tradable. They came down a ton, and they're starting to go back up. But if we take a look at last year's graphs of some of these Eredivisie team of the seasons, like Anthony, who was a very similar card to that's the wrong Anthony. There we go. We got to switch on FIFA 22, and we look at Tots Anthony from FIFA 22. We can actually look at his graph and what it did after he went out of packs. As you can see, while he was in packs, he got down to, just about 60, 70K. So he got down to about what Bergwijn is at right now. But over the next 2 weeks, he dropped all the way down to like 40,000 coins, which means that these cards could continue to drop a little bit after they're out of packs. I don't think that Bergwijn is going to follow the exact same trend that Anthony did. I think Bergwijn is a little safer than Anthony was last year. But what I do want to note is that once Anthony stopped dropping a few weeks after he went out of packs, as the end of the season began to get closer, he was rising in price gradually over that time to the point where he went from 40,000 coins all the way up to 96K, and that kind of seems like a weird little spike there, but the first little rise here, from 40K to 80K, is undeniable, and so that card definitely rose a ton in price as Team of the Season went on. So as long-term holds, these should work out very, very well. It's all about timing it, though, and I think right now, based on the graphs that we saw last year, it's kind of safe to just wait. You've got time, and see what these cards do on Friday, and see how they fluctuate as new Team of the Seasons arise. And then maybe in a couple of weeks, we can come back to that Bergwijn card, or we can come back to this Kim Min-jae as we get closer to maybe Serie A, especially for Kim Min-jae, and see if these cards will rise more out of packs. Now, as we look at Morata, we also have the idea of SBC fodder for these guaranteed community Tots packs, or guaranteed Premier League Tots pack, or guaranteed whatever Tots pack comes out in the future, because they're going to require a Team of the Season card. And there's no guarantee that there's going to be a Tots moment or a Team of the Season that are going to be cheaper than 24 during that promo. And even if there are, these cards will go out of packs, which means that they're kind of safe to invest in as an out-of-pack investment for those SBCs. And since it's so early in the promo, if you're going to do it, this would be the time. I think as we get farther into the promo and more people pack Team of the Season cards as fodder and more people open their packs, then they're going to have more Team of the Seasons to actually use in those. Right now, maybe not everybody has a Team of the Season just sitting in their club for next week's guaranteed pack. So they're going to have to go onto the market and buy one. In fact, I actually bought one for both of them. I bought the card from the Eredivisie, who was 22K, which was Veerman. So I bought that card twice for these SBCs. So I spent 45,000 coins just doing the guaranteed Tots SBCs. A lot of people are going to do that as well, especially if they end up packing cards that they don't necessarily want to use. I mean, I packed that Tavernier guy in my pack, and I was like, you know what, I might use him off the bench, or maybe I'll even start him if I get a couple of English guys during Premier League Tots. So I decided not to use him, and I just bought one for 20K and kept the Tavernier. Maybe I'll use him in the future on a guaranteed SBC, but that's besides the point. What I do know is that they're requiring Team of the Seasons for different SBCs, and I think these cards are really, really low as a blue 88 rated card. When we also consider that 88 rated cards in general, not even just blues, those 88 rated cards are nearly 20,000 coins, and these are low for what they normally are as well. So I think that those cards could be a decent shout as a low risk, maybe low reward investment, but it could work out. It's kind of one of those that you hit the jackpot or you don't. So it's just an idea I thought I'd throw out there, and maybe a few of you guys will jump on board with that and try to make some profit off of those blue SBC fodder cards. There is one new SBC that kind of caught us by surprise, this 81 plus Team of the Week upgrade. Now, with Team of the Week going out of packs here, now they are no longer going to be in the game to get for SBCs whenever they're required. So EA have dropped this 81 plus Team of the Week upgrade as a replacement. That way, Team of the Week cards don't all go extinct or go up a ton in price. So anybody who invested in Team of the Week cards, that kind of stinks. This does negate all of your profits for the most part, but not completely. Some people are still going to be lazy enough to buy Team of the Week cards off the market to do SBCs, but the rating only needs 81. You just need an 81 rated team, and that's it. No other requirements. Just 11 players in the squad, 81 rating, and I think that's decent. Of course, you're probably going to pack an 81 to an 84 rated card that's a crapper, but every now and then you might get something good. But on top of that, at least you can use it for SBCs whenever informs are required as well. And it's just a good place to put any extra fodder that you've gotten during this promo. Of course, I still have got 77 packs left to open. I'm trying to save them, despite the fact that I have opened probably 30 of them already. And I'm going to open another one right now. But I have been saving these, and of course, I'm going to pack a lot of 81s, and so as I get a lot of duplicates, I can throw those cards into the Team of the Week upgrade as another option for a nice pull. And we get Mazraoui. So that's going to be our secret comment word of the day. If you've made it to the end of today's video, comment Mazraoui down below. It helps the channel a ton because every comment increases engagement, which makes the videos do better, and it makes the channel do better overall. And so if you guys want to support me, go ahead and comment Mazraoui, and I'll make sure to drop a heart on that comment in support of you right back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Over 50% of the people who watch our channel are not subscribed to the channel, so don't let that be you. And that's going to be it for today's video. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.